Hey folks, it's time for Isaac Saturday Race Tips. Just before we get into the races, jockey Chris Caserta unfortunately lost his life during the week. Late night swimming and Chris drowned. It's such sad news, and deepest condolences to the Caserta family and Chris's friends. Rest in peace, Chris. Now, getting into the races now. Today I look at Pakenham, because it's Pakenham Cup Day, and also the Rosehill Gardens. Let's start off with Pakenham. Race 1, the John Duff & Co. Benchmark 70 handicap, 1600 metre. Number 1, De Niro. Barrier 2, Josh Richards. Currently backed at $9. That's really good odds for this horse, I think. Last start it won at Sandown, which was a 1600 metre. So it's used to the distance, and at Sandown, that was a really strong finish. So De Niro on top for me. Race 4, Iron Jack Australian Lagers. 3-year-old benchmark 70 handicap. 1000 metre, number 1, Marine 1. Barrier 3, Josh Richards on board again for another one of my selections. Currently back to $3.10 as the favourite. This year he's had 2 wins out of the 6 races, so both wins were that 900, between that 900 and 1000 metre mark. So it's got the distance, that's for sure. Now, number 9, Translation, might get a placing in this race. Barrier 4, Damien Oliver on board. Currently backed at $8.50. Its last run came second to Unflinching, who was the original favourite in this race, but it's been scratched earlier this morning, unfortunately. So, number 1 and 9 for race 4 at Pakenham for me. Race 6 is the Schweppes David Burke Memorial, handicap 1200 metre. Number 1, Blaze Jowski. Now, I always chuck in Blaze Jowski here and there. Drawn barrier 10, Jamie Mott on board. Currently backed at $7. Now, last start at Cranbourne was 4th. Finished 4th. It's got the extra 200 metres in this race, so I think Blaze Jowski needs that run. Whether it can get on the outside of the field, or maybe settle in the middle and just go for home, it's up to Jamie Mott, and Jamie Mott had a brilliant win last week with Sound the Roughie in the Zipping Classic, so I'm sure he can get Blaze Jowski over for the David Burke Memorial today. Number 6, who is the favourite at $4.20, Ranting will go well. Barrier 3, Jamie Carr on board. It's great to see Jamie Carr back in the saddle after suspension. I thought, Ranting went well to hold on for 3rd last start, but he's a bit on and off at times, so we'll see what he's got today. Race 7 is the Pakenham Cup, 2,500 metre. The favourite at $3.20 is number 8, Smokin' Romans. Now, barrier 9, Jamie Carr on board, 2nd in the Bendigo Cup. It just missed that win. So, Smokin' Romans, a strong horse. It will put up a great fight, and I'm hoping it can come close to winning. But a bit of a roughie in the race, back at $11, is number 14, Mimi's Award, who's drawn barrier 14, and Brett Preble's in the saddle. It can run this distance. We've seen that in the past. Finished 6th last start, but did some great work late and finished nicely. So, looking at that race, yes, 6th placing, did finish strong, did put in a lot of hard work, and we love seeing that from horses. Mimi's Award has got a definite chance in my eyes. Race 9 is the Sports Bet with Mates BM78 handicap, 2000 metre. Number 3, slip into this. Probably one of my best bets of the day, I would say. Drawn the inside barrier with barrier 1. Michael D on board. Now, $12 is the odds, so it's a bit of a roughie. Excuse the last start, and before that, it was in great form. Slip into this 2,000 to 2,500 metre range for races. It definitely had the legs to run, to get that finish, to finish strongly. And it was getting 2nd, 1st, so getting placings at least. So slip into this, looks good in the field. At number 14, the Awesome Sun looks good as well. Barrier 5, Bo Merden's on board. The Awesome Sun, he's currently backed at $6.50, and he may get back-to-back wins, which is great to see. Last start he had a great win. Now, let's move off to the Rosehill Gardens. The race 1 is the Cabravale Diggers handicap. It's a 1350 metre race, so Number 4, Saigon, barrier 8. Now, she's currently backed at $8. James McDonald on board. It's been a while since, her last race. So hopefully she comes back and goes bang on return. Saigon to win race 1 for me at Rosehill. Race 2 is the Tap Highway Handicap, 1800 metre. Number 3, Sizzling Cat. Now, Tyler Schiller in the saddle. Currently back at $4.80. The blinkers are off again, so there's a gear change for Sizzling Cat. It came second a couple runs back, so hopefully can get maybe the win today. Number 7, Casarina, barrier 2, Tim Clark on board, currently back to $9. Last 2 starts, came second. Bit of a shorter trip this race, because it's used to a bit more longer distance with the extra few hundred metres, but hoping to get a strong finish and maybe the win for Casarina. Race 4, the Guildford Leagues Handicap, 1,100 metre. Number 1, only the selection for me in race 4 is Wisdom of Water. Barrier 4, Rachel King on board, currently back to $10. Came third in the Warra, extra 100 metres in this one, so has a really nice chance to hit the line and possibly get the win. Race 7 is the Cabra Bowls Handicap, 2,000 metre. Number 2, Jazzland. Barrier 7, Hugh Bowman on board. It's currently back to $7. It's used to 1,600 or 1,800. So with this extra, few hundred metres in this race, I'm hoping Jazzland can get over the line. It's going to be interesting to see how Jazzland goes. Now, number 6, Lady Loves to Gamble is a roughie at $15. Blinkers are on for the first time, so we'll see how she goes. I had number 7, Jessie James, but unfortunately that horse was scratched earlier this morning. Race 9 is the Bankstown Sports Club Handicap, 1,400 metre. Only the one pick. It's number 3, Big Boy Roy, barrier 6, J-Mac on board. Currently back to $4.40, excuse me. Last run was in October. Came second at Randwick. So it's had a bit of a break recently. So let's hope Big Boy Roy returns strongly. We've seen that in the past. He's not the favourite yet for this race. Maybe he'll slowly creep in to that, $3 mark or so. We'll have to wait and see closer to the race. So, folks, that's my race tips. Pakenham, Rosehill Gardens. We're set for a nice day on the track. If you are taking the punt, good luck. And as always, gamble responsibly. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video out to your friends and family. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And for more content, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram.